Ura Gyaku is one of the classical wrist locks. I show you how to come into that technique, how to grab, how to turn the body. And so now how I bring him down is important. Not to the front. I turn myself and I throw him past by me on the floor. I bring my foot, my right foot under his wrist and can go here with a takayori on the wrist and push down the elbow. I can also do that with the knee, but this is quite brutal. But this is okay now. Also with the pressure into the wrist, you can pin an opponent very, very good. I go into the joint lock, bring him down, turn my body and come here to the Kamiwasa Ropo immediately. So that's the way to do it. That is already a mistake. I see this very often with beginners. They grab the opponent's hand like that. Do it like that. Bring your hand in between your chest and his hand. He cannot push me so good. He cannot hurt me like that. I have no control on him. Also, it is difficult for me to work on his hand because I want to grab at his thumb, not at his wrist, because here I don't have enough power. I keep the back of his hand free. I can give him an elbow to cause a reaction, and then I come to the position of the joint lock. Yeah, this movement, I provoke a counter movement of his. Then I come to the joint lock, just like that. I bring his thumb side of the hand against my chest, and it's just that I bend a little bit forward, and this is doing the wrist lock. Once more, I go into the joint lock, turn myself, bring him down, and go down on my knee now. I come to this position, and now I bring my back to his shoulder blade. Yeah, really press the shoulder blade down, because then he cannot move so good. I have a good base with my feet, and I use my body for the lock on the ground, like that. It's not with the hand, it's with the body. I push with my legs. I have much more power and much more control into that. Once again, turn, go down, on my knee, switch, and have the Kamiwasa Ropo. And as you see, I'm a little bit in the angulation. I'm not 90 degree. Okay, he grabs me again. Maybe he wants to punch me immediately, and I go outside and block, strike his face, and come here to the wrist lock. Once more, maybe also add a kick into it. We will see this in a second again. And now the joint lock will work. I can grab from under, and this is a very, very strong joint lock. Then I can bring him to the front and also to the back, as you see. Block his punch, or I do a shoulder stop, like that. Shoulder stop and a kick of balancing him. And now I'm in my joint lock, very, very swift, very, very fast. Just like that. Yeah? And can combine that with other takedowns as well. So always search for henka and so to say for variations. This is also a very classical approach from a double choke on the neck. Yeah, I turn my body and can release his hands from my neck and come to the joint lock. This is a very, very classical technique. Very nice, very strong. Try that from this position. That's the way I learned originally Ura Gyaku from my teacher Moshe Castillo back in the 80s. Partner was choking. We turn, and as you see, I already work here with my shoulder on his wrists, and I come to the joint lock, just like that. And maybe I can kick and go down with him. And I can proceed with kicks and also holding him on the ground. Once more, you can do it from here, or you go to the complete joint lock. So now I can combine it like that. I turn myself, bring the elbow up, and push him down, and control him on the floor. So I bring him down to the floor like that. Here we see that Kamiwasa Ropo from before, once more. I don't sit 90 degrees to his spine. I turn myself a little bit so that the pressure goes into the direction of his head. This hurts much more when I do it in that way. As you see, he can lift his shoulder already, and so I don't have such a good lock on the ground. Like that, it's much better, much stronger. And I can also combine it here again with a wrist lock, with a takayori, with a bamboo breaker, as we call it. So that you don't miss our videos, such cool techniques, you definitely should subscribe to our channel. Also hit the bell, leave a nice comment and a thumb up. We always appreciate it. And have fun in training. See you soon. Bye.